This comment asks, how do we handle my dog's startle responses? I've tried tracking what causes them, but sometimes they seem so random or hard to recreate and then hard to counter condition. So in my clients, I often see a big startle response correlated with chronic stress or anxiety. And a lot of times, the way we address the startle response itself is nonspecific. In other words, I may expect to see that startle response reduce as we get the dog's baseline stress levels down, as we reduce the overall trigger stacking in their life, and as we increase resilience, we should see faster bounce back from those startles. And as we increase self-regulation, we should see that they're able to recover from those startles more and more on their own. That being said, there are some things that we can do depending on what is causing the startle. So if it's auditory, I may just do some straight noise desensitization. And I tend to be pretty boring with my noise desensitization and literally just get either recordings or YouTube soundtracks of the noises that I want to work on, and then start them at a very low level where the dog is aware but not stressed. So they shouldn't be looking for the sound. If they were sleeping, they should return to sleeping. They shouldn't leave the room. We shouldn't see stress signals. And then I just play that sound for about 20 minutes and about 5 times total before I work on increasing the volume a little bit. But there are a lot of great noise desensitization protocols out there that are a lot more creative than that. Some of my favorites involve giving the dog control over when the sound happens. That agency can be really powerful with noise phobias. Something that is not always appropriate for my client base, but that I have seen and heard of being helpful, particularly with deaf dogs, is to startle them awake with a positive smell. So the dog is relaxing, potentially sleeping. And again, this is not safe for a lot of my clients to do. We just let sleeping dogs lie. So if this is going to be aversive to your dog, then it's not the exercise for you. But you put, while they're resting, you put in front of their nose like a spoon or a licky mat of something delicious, like peanut butter. So they startle awake to the smell and something really delicious. But again, that exercise is not going to be right for all dogs. It's not right for the majority of my clients because their startle is too high and too negative. And because we may be seeing potentially like conflict aggression where waking them up can create a situation. It's important when we're looking at really broad anxiety, generalized anxiety disorders, chronic stress, that we don't take on the responsibility of trying to counter condition every single thing. Sometimes those responses are resolved as part